Good morning, everyone. Can everyone hear okay? Yes? If everyone wants to come a little bit closer, you'll have a better view. So just kind of crowd in. All right. All right. Good morning, everyone. My name is Marlo Bitter, and I'm the Director of Marketing and Communications here at Trinity Valley Community College. And we are so excited that you're joining us here in person. And thank you to all the viewers that are watching here today on the webcast as well that couldn't be here in person. This is a super exciting day, and it's been a long time coming. We are thrilled to reveal a new family of Spirit logos today to represent our Cardinal pride. We recognized a few years ago that we truly needed to make a change to have our own logo that's unique to us. Our path led us to partner with Rickaball Graphics, a design company that specializes in collegiate mascot design. Rickaball Graphics is also, excuse me, the official logo designer of the NJCAA, so it was a great fit. And first, I would like to introduce the committee that worked together to guide this redesign process. So we have Athletic Director Eddie Kite, Sports Information Officer Benny Rogers, and Graphic Artist and Print Design Coordinator Brian Sperling, and then myself. And next, I would like to introduce the subcommittee who we had a subcommittee of 34 people that helped meet with us one-on-one and gave us feedback on the design process. So they really helped guide this process overall. We really feel like we covered all the bases. We had representation from students, academic faculty, workforce faculty, community members, media, coaches, student organizations, the whole 9 yards. So we really feel like we got a good cross-section in this subcommittee group. They provided great feedback to help guide this process to what you're about to see today. So as I read your name, if I could get you to just raise your hand to be recognized. Donna Bennett, and I'm going to go in alphabetical order by last name. Colby Calhoun, if you're here. Kay Clark, and I know she's not here, but Danica Edwards. Joe Ellerson. Deanna Fry, Aaliyah Hayes, David Hopkins, Ruth Iverson, Precious Ivy, Vontae Johnson, saw him somewhere, Harold Jones, James Jones, Candy Jones, Jerry King, Linda Land, Antonio Ledesma, Paula Line, and I know she couldn't be here today. She's at home sick. Mark Leslie, Darla Mansfield, Jennifer Marshall Booth, Philip Parnell, Mike Peak, Miles Pennington, Sherrod Poteet, Kathleen Rodriguez, Jerry Rogers, Tim Samples, Aiden Sharp, Tom Sharam, Leon Spencer, Kristen Spazieri, Travis Tapley, and Blake Williamson. So thank you all again. I know you guys took time out of your days to come meet with us individually, and we can't tell you how valuable the feedback was to get to a point where we've got something that the majority is going to be proud of, we hope. So now I'm going to introduce Dr. Jerry King, President of Trinity Valley, to say a few words.
Thank you. Thank you. She told me I only have 2 minutes to talk, so she knows me pretty well. And so she said this was a 30-minute presentation, so she just gave me a few. And she also told me what to say. I've got a list of things that I need to say here. But first of all, let me just express appreciation for you being here today. This is an exciting day. I know they've been building this up for the last couple of months, and so we're finally here. It took us a while to get here, but we're finally here. I also want to express appreciation too to the committee. You've heard all the list of names. We had a lot of people involved in this process over the last year. So I want to express appreciation to everybody involved in it. I know we had people outside the college in the community as well as people in the college. So we appreciate that. I want to recognize we have a board member, I think, here today, Mike Hembry. Mike, will you raise your hand? We express appreciation to them because without the board approving something like this, it wouldn't have gotten done. So we appreciate that very much. I don't think we've got any other board members here, but Mike, we appreciate that. Also want to recognize Leon Spencer, Coach Leon Spencer, our legendary basketball coach from Trinity Valley Community College, Henderson County Junior College. You know, I sit by Leon and Mary over in Jacksonville at the regional tournament, and I think I learned more about basketball just by sitting by him than I ever have by going to any of the games. So it was a lot of fun. And anytime Leon can show up for anything, we're always appreciative of the fact that he's here. And you mean a lot to us, Leon. Thank you for all you've done for us. You know, I hear about people that were here 25, 30, 35, 40 years ago, even farther back than that, and they were basketball players. And they talk about Leon and talk about what they learned here and how much this college impacted them and how much Leon impacted them in their lives. And so we appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. Let me also just kind of give you a little bit of a background. We've never really had a logo. We've had multiple logos. We've had 3 or 4 or 5 logos going on at the same time over the years. But about a year ago, Marlo and Eddie and I think probably 2 or 3 other people came to me and said, it's time for us to have a logo. And so we talked about it and we decided that if we're going to do this, we need to do it right. And we need to go through the process and we need to hire the appropriate people to help us do this. And we need to get the committee together like we got together and we need to spend the time to do it. And so we did, and I appreciate that very much. We've never had a logo since 1946. This is the first real TVCC logo that we've had that's official logo for the college. I've been around for quite a while, and I know we've had a lot of disagreements over the years about what should be the logo and what should not be the logo. But this is it. We've gone through the process, and it's worked out very smooth, I think. There's always going to be, and I've told Marlo and the group earlier, there's always going to be people that would rather have something different. But that's just the way that it is. It's just kind of the way things are. But we want to express appreciation to the Rickaball Graphics and their support that they've given us. And I see we've got someone on the teleprompter here that was from Rickaball, and I think you're going to announce them a little bit later on. But we appreciate your support and you're working with us. They are very good. They are nationally known for logos, and we appreciate them working with us and helping us get this done. So I think I've used up my 2 minutes. I'll go from here and just say again, I appreciate everybody being here today, and hopefully we'll be able to unveil this and get this done in the next few minutes. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. King. And now I'd like to ask Athletic Director Eddie Kite to come say a few words.
Hey, thank you for being here, and it's great to see all of you guys here. It just shows how great our athletic programs and our student organizations are that you came out to just check out what our logo is going to be. Our first athletic teams started playing men's basketball in 1946, and like Dr. King said, we haven't had our own logo since then. So what we're unveiling today is ours, and it will be for a whole long time, I hope so. But we're proud of what our athletic programs have done and our student organizations, the way they've represented our institution. Now, hopefully they'll have a logo that they'll be proud to wear around for a long time. But thank you for being here. We appreciate your time, and go Cards.
Okay, so now the reason you guys are all here. We're going to go in order. We're going to unveil the Cardinal mascot logo first, and I would like to invite the legend, Coach Leon Spencer, to do the honor of unveiling the Cardinal logo. And we're going to have a drum roll. We wrapped them good. All right. Okay, and to go along with the mascot, the Cardinal mascot logo, we are going to unveil a word mark, a Trinity Valley word mark that is specifically branded to be ours. And I'd like to invite Brian Sperling up to unwrap the word mark. Sorry. And next, we are adding a monogram logo to our family of spirit logos that we'll have available. So Benny Rogers is going to unwrap the monogram logo for us. All right. And that one may not sit exactly well. We'll figure that out. That one's awkward. Okay, and last but certainly not least, so what you see here is the primary logos. Those is going to be the TVCC primary spirit logos. Our square logo that has TVCC will not change. That's the institutional logo, but these are the spirit logos, and these are your primary elements. So what we're going to unveil over here is a family of logos. It's a board that has kind of how you can mix and match them and some different options and things. So I'd like to invite Eddie Kite to do the honor of unwrapping the big one. Yeah, don't mess up the boat. So don't mess up the boat. All right. So what you see at the top is those are the primary logos, and then at the bottom is kind of how you can mix and match them. We're going to have our own font that can be used on uniforms and things like that to go along with this, so we'll really have some consistency there. And next, it is my privilege to introduce Eric Rickabaugh he's the owner of Rickabaugh Graphics and the mastermind behind these designs. And wanted Eric to share with us kind of a little bit about the design process and how this artwork came to be. So Eric, we'll turn it over to you.
Great. Good day, everybody. I'm coming to you live from Columbus, Ohio, where it's dark and dreary. I'm sure I'd probably prefer to be there. It is a great day, a historic day for Trinity Valley, and clearly a great day to be a Trinity Valley Cardinal. I would just like to kind of reflect back on the process that got us here, and I'll make it quick because I know you want to all get a close-up look at the logos. we've been working with Trinity Valley now for a number of months, probably started in November of last year. And we were thrilled to be asked to help create a new Trinity Valley Spirit brand. Um, and we were even more thrilled once we did. We start out by doing a little research on schools that we work with, and we started doing research on Trinity Valley, and the only word I can think of is wow. What an amazing school you have. Great academic achievements, great students who've accomplished an awful lot. And just looking at athletics alone, amazing legacy of great players, NFL players, NBA players, Hall of Famers, and then amazing games, great games, championships, bowl games and bowl game wins, and so much more. Just the whole school is just super impressive, and it actually made us realize that we had a big responsibility because the new Spirit brand needed to represent this rich legacy and also exhibit the pride and the excellence that's at TVCC. So it had a lot to live up to. It was also clear the need for this new brand, this new Spirit brand, because the school was such a history and such accomplishment needed to have a logo that was theirs and yours alone, and not using a logo that belonging to someone else. You need something that you can even and protect, and hopefully even make some money from if you decide to license them. So one of the first steps in the process is researching other Cardinal logos, and one of the first steps in the process, we can all, as we all know, I'm sure there are lots of Cardinals out there. And so the task was to how do we find a way to represent Cardinals in a unique way? This needed to not look like anyone else. And one thing we noticed was that most Cardinals tend to look to the side. It's a side view. And so one way to set ourselves apart was to have a Cardinal that looked you right in the eye. It was a front view. A Cardinal that was intense and serious and not one to back down. And this meshed perfectly with the research that ourselves and the committee did with various people at Trinity Valley. The things that we kept hearing were that they wanted something that was proud and tough and strong and most importantly unique. So we felt that this approach would accomplish just that. The process, which I said we went through a number of months, and we looked at a lot of different concepts with the committee, and the end product is a result of fantastic leadership from Marlo Bitter, your AD, Eddie Kite, and the rest of the branding team. They're hardworking people. They care deeply about the school. They care about having an excellent Spirit brand. And they were wonderful to work with. We as a firm, we're a sports branding firm primarily, collegiate, and we've been doing this over 30 years. I don't believe I've ever worked with such a great group of people. And if they represent the people at Trinity Valley, I think you all can be very proud. Their focus throughout the whole thing was not only on excellence and having a great Spirit brand at the end, but it was also on being inclusive, that they wanted the Trinity Valley faithful to be a big part of this process. And they did just that. Every design was well vetted with the stakeholders here at Trinity Valley. They shared it with a lot of people, got a lot of input, and worked very hard to find an end product that made as many people happy as possible. So with their due diligence and their hard work and their commitment, you now have, I hope, a brand you can all be very proud of. It's a complete brand package with all the elements, a custom font that's your font, anyone else's, a cardinal that's yours alone, a monogram, a new monogram. All the pieces are there, and they all represent what what I think is a wonderful institution. So I would just say enjoy this day in Trinity Valley history and enjoy wearing and displaying proudly these new logos, while I'm sure you win a lot more championships to add to your amazing legacy. So go Cardinals.
Thank you so much, Eric. It was a pleasure to partner with you as well. So we appreciate you very much and appreciate you joining us via Zoom from Ohio today. So you're probably all wondering, what's next? What you'll see over probably the next few years is a phased-in logo replacement. So starting today, we won't order anything with any other cardinal on it except this one across the organization. But there will be some things that you'll see the old cardinal on that'll take a little bit of time to replace. So as things are coming up, they're due for replacement because they're getting faded and things like that, we'll replace them as needed. So there will be a little bit of time where you're going to see both, but just know that we're working towards that. We're just trying to be very financially responsible with our funding and everything, so we're not wasting money. And we also have a brand standards manual that's in development that'll be finalized this summer. We wanted to wait to kind of get rolling into that process to be able to get some input on it, on how the logo's used and all that, so we can develop those guidelines. So look for that coming this summer as well. Please grab a free pennant when you leave today. We want everyone to hang up the new logo in your office completely free. And then if you are interested in a t-shirt, we have t-shirts available. If you make a donation to the TVCC Foundation in the amount of $20, you get a free t-shirt. And that donation supports that donation supports student scholarships. So it's really a win-win. It'll be just a little bit before the bookstore will get apparel in with this new logo. So this will be the place that you can get the new logo on a Spirit shirt for the next couple of weeks probably. So, and also if anyone is interested in taking photos after, feel free to come up and use these logo boards as photo props. So y'all are welcome to do that. And thank you all for coming. I know everyone's getting ready probably to go eat lunch. So thank you all for coming and have a great weekend.